In this video, I will be showing you how I like to start my tomatillo and ground cherry seeds. It's incredibly simple and a bit closer to the way nature intended, which is always better in my opinion. You can also use this method with purchased seeds if that's what you happen to have. So let's get sowing. First, of course, we're going to need our containers. I'm going to be using these 4-inch plastic pots this year, but I've had great success growing these using the winter method. In my climate, it works really well. I have another video discussing the details of the winter sowing method. And of course, you need your tomatillos or just your seeds if that's what you're using. These are preserved from my garden. Actually not preserved, they've been sitting on a counter with my drying chilies since the fall. So this is what they look like now. They're very, very mature and now they're going to be perfect for planting. So of course you need your water, your good organic potting soil. You want to use organic since this is food you're going to be eating. And now we'll begin. I'll show you how simple this is. So just a little over 2/3, fill the container. And we're gonna moisten it. I'm going to remove the husk. And I decided, not for any particular reason, to just put it stem side down. And then we're going to put a bit more soil on top, but I don't want it totally buried. These do like some light to germinate, and that rotting fruit as this progresses will give it nutrients and help keep it moist, just like nature designed. So it's mostly covered on the sides, just not at the top. Give it a bit of sun exposure. And there you go. So now we're going to do this with the purple tomatillo, as well as right now I'm actually working on the ground cherry. So these three plants are all very closely related. Of course, the two tomatillo varieties and the ground cherry that grows very similar. I actually just like to typically surface sow my ground cherries, so I definitely want there to be plenty of light getting to those seeds. Make sure it's not all the way covered up. Go ahead and moisten it. Now let's do it one more time. Now what I'm going to go ahead and do is just leave these in a sunny location here in my unheated sunroom. It's not going to be on a heat mat or anything like that, and as long as the soil doesn't totally dry out, I know that they will just wake up when nature intended. So this is just how they would have grown outside, and tomatillos do often re-sow themselves, but this gives us a bit more control, and that way we aren't messing around. You know, you don't want to do that when it comes to homegrown, homemade salsa verde. That's just not something you want to give up. So I hope you enjoyed this quick how-to and that it proves useful to you in your own garden. I'd love to hear from you in the comments, and as always, I'm so happy you're here. I hope you will click like and subscribe if you haven't already. Now go have fun and grow some food.